Good morning, students. This video is for the phrase the man of or the woman of. So let us start. What are the interpretations of the man of house, the man of the hour, the man of the people? So that there are different interpretation for the man of. So let us see that what's the meaning of different phrases. Let us start with the first phrase, that's the man of house. The man of house means head of the family or the head of the household, right? So that is called the man of the house, right? He is the man of the house and he should take good or right decision, right? Means being a being a man of the house, he has to take right decision because he is the head of the family. Now moving to another one, the men of the hour. The man of the hour means the person who is the focus of attention or important at a specific time. It's very clear by this phrase, the man of the hour means that's a for hour indicates specific time. So, who is the person who is the focus of attention, right? Or important at a specific time. Suppose there is a party, right? And another example, suppose there is conference, right? And the person who is speaking very well with the number of arguments and analogy. So many want to talk to him. So then you can say that he's the man of the hour. Means he is the very important person at that time, right? So that is the man of the hour. Now third one is the man of the cloth, right? So cloth indicates particular appearance, right? So that's a meaning is priest, minister, or other religious cleric, right? Why? Because they wear a different kind of cloth. For example, there's a uh, nuns, right? So nuns wear different kind of gown, right? Uh, Bhagwadhari, we say that Bhagwadhari. So then their clothes, their what we can say appearance is different. How their they wear different type of cloth, right? And that reflects their personality. They are priests, that's why they are wearing gown. They are priests, that's why they wear bhagwa color, right? So saffron color. So this is the man of the cloth, right? Means he is the minister, he is the priest or other religious cleric. Agreed? Now, next one is the man of the people. Of course, leader, right? The man of the people indicates leader or figure who relates and is supported by the general public, right? So that sometime we say that we follow the person, we take uh, advice from this person because he is calm and consistent, intelligent, right? And understanding, whatever. So that because of that qualities or virtues, sometimes we take advice and he or she becomes the man of the people, the woman of the people, because of his or her specific qualities. So this is the man of the people, means that's a leader or figure who relates to and is supported by the general public. So who is the leader, who is the person, and people like him or her for taking advice or something, right? So that is, these are the phrases, right, which is used for man. Now, phrases describing characters or quality. For example, the man of action, right? So, the man of action who takes decisive steps rather than just talking, right? Another one phrase you must have heard, that the action speaks louder than the words. Means you have to take action, not only preaching but practice. So he's the man of practice or the man of action, means someone who takes decisive steps rather than just talking. No preaching but practice, right? So the person who the person who does practice is called man of action because he practices, right? Now next one is the man of letters. Letters means scholar or writer, right? He's the scholar. So very common. That's a person is called man of letters or man or a woman of letters, right? Okay. Moving to next, the man of his word. Word is Satyavadi Harishyan, right? Someone who keeps promise and can be trusted, reliable person, right? Because he does not compromise with the situation or quality. So the person is called the man of his words, the man of her word. Why? Because he or she keeps promises, and reliable, trustworthy person is called the man of his word. Okay, now moving to next, the man of principle. Almost similar, but here man of principle because he keeps promises and he has a strong character, and that is why he called the man or woman of principle. So someone guided by a strong moral code because he is fixed and he does not compromise with any quality or he situation, and he is a man of principle because he keeps principles, he keeps promises, is called the man of principle. Okay, now next is the man of distinction. Distinction because he is distinct from others, right? He is different from others, and that is why the man of distinction, someone notable or highly respected, and that is why he is different in a crowd. He has special virtues or qualities, is called the man of distinction. So someone notable or highly respected is called the man of distinction because the man who is different from others, the man of distinction. Now next one is the man of science. Science researcher or scientist, right? Again intelligent, we can say. Why? Because science is not everyone's cup of tea. So he's a scientist, he's a researcher, right? So Butch Wilmore, Sunita Williams, they stuck in the space for 9 months instead of just for 8 days. And both are researcher, both are scientists, both work in NASA. So they are the man of science, and so many who are working in ISRO and in other similar agencies. So they are man or woman of science, right? Missile woman Tessie Thomas, she is a missile woman, or that's very clear that she is a scientist, so she is woman of science, right? So researcher or scholar or intelligent, we can say, right? Now next is the man of good humor, right? That's a who always cheerful and then laughs and make other laughs. So that's a man of the man of good humor who creates good atmosphere. With humor is intellectual and jovial kind of person, right? Very amiable, very friendly person, cheerful person. So the man of good humor, right? So uh, these are the phrases which describing the quality. Now moving to next, that's a more specific or archaic phrases, right? That's a first is the man of property. So that who owns considerable assets, especially land, right? Who is having big piece of land. So that person is called the man of property. Not nowadays it's not very much usable, but then yes, the man of property who owns big piece of land or something, right? So all capitalists like Ambani, Adani, Tata, right? These people are man of property. Then man of world. So here we see that's man of world. Man of world is a sophisticated person who with extensive experience, right? Very sophisticated, and he's having extensive experience. Man of the world, whole world, who captures whole world, right? So naturally he must have a very good experience, right? So Ratan Tata ji, Jamshed Tata ji, right? They are they are they were the man of the world, right? So they were very sophisticated. Tata group is always, they were philanthropists, right? So they were the man of the world. Why? Right? Because big business, but very good experience and very sophisticated, right? So very humble, though they are have good experience, but is still very sophisticated. So that's a, however, it's nothing to do with land and all. What I'm trying to tell you, that the person who is extensive experience but very humble, very sophisticated, is called the man of the world, right? Sudha Murthy is a woman of the world. She's very sophisticated and she's having very extensive experience, so she's the woman of the world. Okay, now next, the man of sorrows, right? So that is referred to Jesus Christ, because he was tortured like anything. So man of sorrows, right? uh, Man of sorrows, Jesus Christ. That's a mm, the person who is tortured, but uh, who faces the life, but with very dignified way still. And then the great heart, who is having great heart, is the man of sorrows, right? And then the man of fortune, right? Of course, fortune is wealth. So wealthy person, all capitalists, right? Tata, Ambani and all, these are the men of fortune, right? Now the man of character. Man of character means a person with strong moral qualities and integrity, because again they do not compromise with any situation, with qualities. So the man of character, that's very important, right? The person with strong moral qualities and integrity, right, is the man of character. Now the man of next, phrases describing characters and morals, right? So here we can see man of principle. However, some of the phrases have already been discussed. Someone whose actions are guided by a strong, consistent moral code, right? They are the men of principle. So then their action, they do practice, right? And then very strong, consistent and code, they are always the same. They don't compromise, they don't go ups and downs, they don't uh, low their standard. in any situation, the man of principle. And how to use? He refused to lie for the promotion because he was the man of principle, right? So that is why he refused to lie. I let me share you one very beautiful story. Here what happened, that the boss, employees are going for vacations, for 15 days vacation. So that boss call everyone, and he gives his employees one sapling to each. And then and he says that take care of this sapling and bring it after 15 days. And this is the homework this all employees are assigned. Okay, now after 15 days each employee uh, brings his or her sapling and shows it to the boss. So then one employee's sapling is dried, and others that's their sapling is very green and grown up. So then others say, suggest, uh, say him uh, uh, to change the sapling. Why didn't you change it? Why? Because boss will be annoyed because it is dried up. So he says that, okay, yes, I could not do care, and that's why it is dried, and it's okay. So then he's invited on the stage. So boss asks why it has happened, why this sapling is dried up. So he honestly gives the reason that, sorry, sir, I could not take care, I don't know, I did it, I tried to save, but now it's dried. So then boss announces for his promotion. So other employee, they got annoyed and they said that no, this is not fair. We took care and we brought grown up plant, and why it is so. So then boss says that, sorry, many of you have changed the plant, yours were also dried up, but you changed it. And he is honest because whatever uh, he is accepting that I could not do care what should have been. So this is called the man of principle, right? Okay, now next one is the man of his word. A person who keeps their promises, right, is trustworthy. Satyavadi Harishchandra, right? So how to use? If John says he'll do it, he will. He is definitely the man of his word. Similar story here. If you do, then you will do, right? So that is similar situation, right? Now means the person who is trustworthy, who is reliable, right? Because you know that who is not, who will not change his word, he is fixed with his word, right? Now the man of integrity, someone who is honest and has uncompromising moral values. So they sought out an advisor who was the man of integrity to handle the state. There are number of politician, number of positions, right? When boss, or when we need to have the man of integrity who who whom we can trust, because we know that who never compromise with moral values. So that person is man of integrity or woman of integrity. Now, next category is role and experience. So, what's the role and experience? The men of the hour. The person who is the center of attention or most important of the current time, right? So, the person who is who is the center of attention, right? That's a uh, for example, after scoring the winning goal, the striker became the man of our cricket, right? When suppose just now Asia Cup, we have won Asia Cup, right? So we needed 10, 10 run. So when the person, right, who has thrown ball, right, and then there was 6 or 4, and all of a sudden suppose you have won a defeated match, so the person credit goes to him or her, so that is the man of that hour, right? So anybody like Shubman Gill, sometime Surya Kumar Yadav, or anybody else, Virat Kohli, Sachin Tendulkar, and others also in hockey, and that's in chess. So the person who is or who chase the game, right, is the center of attraction, who has done something something different, right, and because of him or her that that decision is changed, is called the man of the hour. The man of action, we have already discussed, someone who takes decisive steps, right? Rather than just talking about things. So the person who does practice. So we need sentences, we need results, not meeting. So send in the man of action, right? So if we need the person who does practice, who takes strong decision, who is decisive, is called the man of action. Then the man of world, we has already discussed, a sophisticated person who has wide experience of life and different cultures, right? Man of the world. His travels and knowledge made him seem like the man of the world because very good knowledge, right? So that is veteran leaders. Sometime we say that veteran leaders. Veteran leaders mean the man of the world, not man of the world. Actually, veteran leaders are has good experience and expertise in that particular uh, like in politics we can say, but then the man of the world, so man of the world is having good wide experience and culture, who is familiar with, acquainted with so many cultures here, so that is little bit different, but the person is called the man of the world, right? The man of the house, head of the family. When his father travels, the eldest son must act at the man of the house, because someone must be there in the family who takes decisions. So, in the absence of father, sometime elder son who takes responsibility to take care of other family members is called the man of the house, right? Similarly, so here man. Now we are moving to the woman. So that's common phrases for the same almost. That's the woman of the house, the female head or a dominant figure of the household, right? So that's a female men of woman of the house. When her husband was away, she was clearly the woman of the house. So here I'm not describing much, it's already discussed, but yeah, that's a the lady who takes charge and takes responsibility to take care of family members in the absence of her husband is called the woman of the house. Then the woman of the hour. So the woman who is the focus of attention, of praise, or is the most important person at the given time. So she, after closing the huge deal, she was celebrated as the woman of the hour because she takes good decision, she has logic, she has argument and all. So that is why the woman of the hour, she is known as the woman of the hour. The woman of the public, the people. So that's a female leader or public figure who is supported by and relatable to the general public, right? So many we have female leader, Nirmala Sitaraman, Smriti Rani, Priyanka Gandhi, right? So they are the leaders or public figure who is supported by or relatable like general public. So that is the new mayor is seen as the woman of the people for her grassroots advocacy. Because Sudha Murthy, the great example, she is the woman of the people because she is supported by and relatable to the general public. People like her like anything, right? So she is the woman of the people. Then the woman of means a woman of wealth and considerable financial resources and sentences. She did not need the job as she was a woman of means. From her inheritance means everything, she is facilitated by everything. That's why she does not need to go outside and take pain. And such woman is called the woman of means facilities, means money, and in all respects she is well off, right? Now phrases describing character and qualities. So same, the woman of word, a trustworthy. Word means trustworthiness, right? Who keeps her promises. Same, we have discussed with man. Here woman, you can count on her commitment. She is the woman of her um, a woman of her word because she keeps promises. The woman of character, strong moral qualities, integrity, and ethical principle. So, sentences, she handled the scandal with grace, showing she was a true woman of character. So, that is woman of character. Now, the woman of principle, someone whose actions are guided by a consistent moral code, right? So, someone whose actions are guided by a consistent moral code because morally very strong, so that she does not compromise with anything. So her moral is very high, and that is why even when unpopular, her decision was based on fairness, right? Proving her to be woman of principle, right? So she is a woman of principle. The woman of action, a person who takes decisive steps and gets things done rather than delaying or just discussing them. Because action, practice, she takes action. So sentences, tired of the endless debate, she stood up and became the woman of action because she took action. Then the woman of letters, a female scholar, writer, or literary person, right? So that's a woman of letters. The celebrated novelist was acknowledged as the woman of letters in her generation. Recently, Banu Mushtaq has received the what prize? Booker Prize, right? She has been uh, laureated with Booker Prize, right? So that's a, she is the celebrated novelist, was acknowledged as the woman of letters, right? So many, all many, Arundhati Roy and Banu Mushtaq and many, right? Sudha Murthy is also the women of letters, right? So they are good authors, right? And when the celebrated novelist means well known novelist, and she writes very good, right? She is famous for her writing, is called the woman of letters. Then the woman of integrity. Woman of integrity, a woman known for being honest and having uncompromised moral standards. She does not compromise anywhere, especially in moral standards. So her reputation was fairness made her the ideal choice as the arbitrator, a woman of integrity whom you can trust, blind trust, right? That is the woman of integrity. So these all different uh, phrases, the man of and the woman of. So here we have discussed so many phrases, right, and which are very common amongst us. So please remember all these, and you can use anywhere. Thank you so much. God bless you.